Hello and welcome to another episode to my channel. Thank you for being here, and if you enjoy the content, remember to subscribe. Today we talk about the young Nietzsche. Normally the youth of a philosopher is not so important, but with Nietzsche it's different. From the very beginning he was a brilliant young man. He studied philology, and at only 24 years old he became a university professor. The problems start when Nietzsche published his masterpiece, The Birth of Tragedy. It's a philological work, but with a strong philosophical character. At the time it was misunderstood, and his colleagues in philology destroyed it with very harsh reviews. The Birth of Tragedy was already a rebellious and almost blasphemous book. It questioned not only the truth of Christianity and the long European tradition, but also the foundation of science itself. This was unacceptable in an age when positivism and scientism were becoming dominant in Europe. Nietzsche never accepted these critiques. He was always aware of his own value, maybe not as a philologist, but surely as a philosopher. But what was so disturbing in this book? Apollonian and Dionysian. The whole work turns around two key ideas, the Apollonian and the Dionysian. These words mean two primordial impulses at the root of the Greek spirit and of Greek art. And because the Greeks are the cradle of European culture, these two forces are also inside all of Western civilization. The two impulses are opposite. The Apollonian is the drive toward order. The Dionysian is the drive toward chaos. The Apollonian impulse wants to give form to the chaos, to find eternal meaning in things. Nietzsche says it is the instinct that tries to escape from becoming. Because becoming means death and change. It means lack of order and lack of meaning. The Dionysian impulse instead is expressed in music, poetry, darkness, ecstasy. Tradition often presenting Greece as the land of harmony and order, but Nietzsche says the opposite. For him, Greece was first of all Dionysian. The Apollonian came later. It was only a way to control and sublimate the chaos. Death of the Dionysian impulse. According to Nietzsche, this original Dionysian impulse died in Greece because of two events. The first was the tragedy of Euripides. The second, even more important, was the rational and optimistic teaching of Socrates, which later influenced Plato, Aristotle, and all Western philosophy. For Nietzsche, this was a decline. Humanity lost its most original spirit, the Dionysian, and replaced it with the rational, Apollonian or Socratic way of life. Two images to remember. Nietzsche gives us two symbols to remember these forces. The Apollonian is like the dream, the illusion of order and beauty. The Dionysian is like intoxication, the ecstatic moment when man loses his individuality in dance, in music, and in the unity of life. Tragic spirit and acceptance of life. If we must abandon the attempt to control chaos, then what is life for Nietzsche? For him, life has no final meaning. Life is pain, struggle, destruction, cruelty. Human values have no eternal guarantee, and when we realize this, there are only two possible reactions. We can escape, like in Christian asceticism, or we can accept life as it is. This is the choice that raises man above himself and gives him strength. The role of art. The world has no meaning. History has no goal. Everything ends in its opposite. Joy turns into pain, youth into old age, life into death. Reason and science cannot save us from this paradox. What remains is art. Nietzsche calls it aesthetic justification of existence. Art gives form to the tragic truth of life. Life cannot be eternal happiness. If we try to reach that, we will fail. But we can exalt life and its tragedy through art. And this for Nietzsche is the highest human task. Thank you for watching my video. See you soon.